Hey there, Tuber Titan 12 here with another video about Taming the Final Boss. I love this show quite a bit, but the main reason I like it is mainly because of Claude and Eileen, their relationship. With how the series is going, unfortunately, they're not able to be together that much. So I still like it, but I really want to see them more together. So this particular review is going to be very different from my previous ones. This one is going to be centered around mainly two people and my thoughts on them, Rachael and Selena. Other stuff happens within the episode, but with these two particular characters, things that I've thought previously are kind of turned completely off the rails. I will start with the beginning of the episode. Something important did happen. Walt, I believe that's his name, he found out that Allie is really Eileen. So that's the whole thing. And apparently, when confronted with that, Allie threw him off by saying, "Hey, I know that you and Kyle are these demon hunters." So that kind of helped kind of stop that from getting out of hand. Pretty much, he's going to keep her secret. She's going to keep his secret. Everybody moves on. Everything kind of goes pretty well. So that was good. But I want to talk about Rachael. So in the last review that I had, I was really convinced that Rachael was super evil. I still kind of have my doubts on her, but I may have to completely take that back. So I made a huge mistake in my last review. The letter that that girl gave to Selena, I thought that that was Rachael giving her that letter. But it turns out that's a completely different character. When I went back and reviewed and looked at the video of it, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not Rachael. That's just some random girl that I guess August actually did save, in fact, from getting messed with her fiance. But I was sure that that was Rachael. I guess I was so bent on her being evil that I thought it was Rachael, but it wasn't. Just a random girl. But that brings me to Selena. That changes everything about her character. In this episode, we find out that the letter that the young lady in the previous episode gave to her, wanting it to go to August, she didn't give it to August. Instead, she posted it for everyone to see. So this girl that I thought was going to be kind of annoying, but in reality, once she learns that Eileen is actually really good and Liliana is trash, I thought that she would come around and be a good person, but it turns out she's not that good. There's a multiple things in this episode that kind of proves that. One, the letter. The second thing, when they were in the courtyard, another young lady was kind of getting abused again by a guy, and instead of truly helping this girl out, the girl was like, "Hey, I don't really want to go with him to this dance or whatever." And out loud, Selena says, "Well, I think August is going to be busy." And everybody, of course, realizes that, oh, this girl's trying to go after August. And that turns everybody against her. Luckily, Eileen comes in and saves the day. But for Selena to do that, that was pretty messed up. And then she does the thing that really completely makes me hate her as a character. She's starting to go after Claude. Claude shows up, with the cape flapping and whatnot. And she starts, trying to hold his hand and everything. And that just rubs me the wrong way. I completely don't like her character anymore. She knows that Claude is engaged to Eileen. She doesn't know that Allie is Eileen, obviously, but she knows that he has a fiance, and she's still warming up to him like it's nothing. She's completely oblivious that he's got a fiance. But what's really crazy about that is she's been doing all of this stuff to keep people away from August, and now she's just warming up to Claude like it's just so what. So to me, her character is horrible. Going back to Rachael though, so let's say Rachael is good. They kind of give it a good explanation as to what happened with Rachel's character. So apparently, Rachael, as well as one of her friends, they both didn't like their fiancés. Her friend's fiance was getting addicted to this demonic essence type drug, I guess. And the professor that we saw in the previous episode kind of tricked her into going to them for help. But he ended up, I guess, I'm not sure if it was him or somebody ended up hurting that girl, and he was going to blackmail Rachael about it and to get more money. Apparently, he has a huge gambling problem, and he, I guess, tricked her into keep getting money from her and extorting her for her friend getting hurt and attacked. It still seems kind of wishy washy. I kind of get it, but at the same time, I'm like, this doesn't really make much sense. It could be that the reason why this doesn't make much sense is because, hey, Eileen kind of messed up the whole scenario of what's going on because Eileen was never supposed to be around. And because Eileen is around now, it kind of changes the story going forward. So that could be the reason why things turned out the way they did. So who knows? But so Rachel very well could be just a nice person, and I was just very, very wrong on that. Selena, who I thought was good, nah, she's horrible. The only other thing in this episode I really want to talk about is James. So James, we know that he's half demon or vampire. I'm not sure which one, but he's some type of demonic creature, and he knows that Eileen, but he thinks it's Eileen, knows that he had that transformation, and he knows that she saw him, and he kind of confronted her at the end of the episode. I don't know how that's going to turn out. I really hope that he doesn't start having feelings for her because of this. Because again, I'm a very simple person. I want Claude and Eileen to be together. That is all. So we'll see how this ends up, guys. I hope you enjoy this review. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. Take care. Deuces.